Welcome to footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Emory Hunt, the czar of the playbook. Bring you a Week 2 NFL matchup between the Chicago Bears and the Dallas Cowboys. Now, starting with the Chicago Bears, they played well defensively last week against Detroit. So that's something they have to continue, because you have to make sure your defense is tight when playing a team as explosive on offense as the Dallas Cowboys. So you have to, the way you do that, get the pressure on Romo. That goes without question. If you get pressure on Romo early in the game, you will find yourself in the third and fourth quarter getting a lot of jump balls and a chance to get a lot of interceptions. So get that pressure on Romo early and often. Second, you want to make sure you tackle surely. These are some solid guys in Dallas. You got Miles Austin that can break tackle and take it the distance. You have Dez Bryant that can break tackles, take it the distance. You also have Felix Jones. If he breaks a tackle, it's an 80-yard touchdown run. So you have to make sure you wrap up and secure the tackle this way. They do a good job of tackling the ball carrier in Chicago. Now, offensively, you can't force the issue, Cutler. You can't allow yourself to force passes, but the way you force passes, you have to take what the defense gives you. You have to be able to go underneath. You have to be able to hit the check downs, but don't wait till the last minute to hit the check downs. Don't be afraid to check it off. It's okay to play another down. 2nd and 9 is okay when you have a strong arm like yourself. But in that running game, that offensive line for Chicago has to be aggressive. Running the football is an attitude. You have to be nasty when you're playing a defensive front like the Dallas Cowboys. That's going to allow you to run the football, which will give Cutler the time to throw the football down the field deep without having to force it into tight windows. But you want to get aggressive, match this intensity, fire off the football. That's going to give room for Forte. Is a talented tailback. You got to give him space, though, to get out in the open. So don't allow yourself to get manhandled up front. That goes to the offensive line. Now, for Dallas, you look at that defense of Chicago. What you want to do, they run a cover 2. The way you defeat cover 2, you spread it out. You utilize a lot of 3 and 4 wide receiver sets. That's going to spread out that defense and allow you to pick apart that nickel and dime part of the cover 2. You spread it out. That's going to leave a lot of field for the middle linebacker to cover and those safeties on the hash. You also want to run the verticals, outside verticals, and the tight end down the seam. The safety is going to have to choose, and 9 times out of 10 you're going to choose wrong. So you want to spread out that cover 2 in order to effectively beat it. And once you spread out, you'll be able to run the football up the middle with Felix Jones and Marion Barber and Tashard Choice, which brings me to my next point: protect the football. You have to hold on to the football. Romo, you can't allow yourself to throw an interception. Also, beware on the backside for the blitz. Now, defensively, all you have to do to defeat the Chicago Bears, you have to blitz them and force Cutler to make those throws in a hurry. Cutler does not like to be harassed. Cutler will fire that football fast, and by having a strong arm, it's also his detriment, because he's just going to fire that ball deep, and a lot of times he's going to get a lot of passes that go over his receiver's head, so you can have a chance to have interceptions. So you want to get that downward pressure, which I know you would bring, because you have DeMarcus Ware incoming in that loves to rush the quarterback. You have to apply that pressure throughout this game to have some success. And special teams wise, you know you have to cover for Hester. You know you have to account for Johnny Knox. So don't allow Chicago to flip the field with the return game, because that's going to give Chicago a short field, and they can grind it out with the short passing game as well as with a little bit of a run to have some success. So don't allow them to have those big returns on kickoff and or on the punt return aspect. But I'm going with Dallas playing at home. It's going to be a raucous crowd. Dallas has enough pressure to frustrate that offensive line of the Chicago Bears. So I look for Dallas to win this game. Although if they allow Chicago to hang around, Cutler does have some late game heroics, and that defense for Chicago is pretty tough. It's going to be a close game, but I think Dallas will win in a close one down in Big D. For more football coverage of the NFL, visit footballgameplan.com/NFL, or you can visit our YouTube channel at youtube.com/footballgameplan.